Hi guys, here's a video on how to draw a cone, cube, cylinder, and a sphere. What you're going to need is your pencil, 2 sheets of paper. We're going to use both sides of these. And let's get started here. Let's first start with the cube, okay? To do this, we're going to use our freehand straight lines that we practiced with, okay? First line I want you to draw is a vertical line in the center of the paper. You can tilt your paper like this to make your life easier. Okay, it's about 2 to 3 inches long. Once we have that, you want to draw a line parallel to it. So this is up and down too, but it's to the right and slightly offset towards the top, okay? So we're taking this and moving it right there basically. So I'm tilting my paper again, make my life a little easier. So now we want a third line over here, okay? That's offset to the right and moved a little bit to the top. All three of these lines are pointing straight up and down on the paper when we look at it this way. They're all friends, they're all parallel, meaning if they were to go forever towards the top and bottom, they would never ever touch. Once you do that, you can connect the tops and the bottoms. Okay, you can connect the top endpoints and the bottom endpoints. Pretty good. We only have one more face to go for the cube. Okay, it's this one. So we're going to do that with drawing this edge and this edge. Thing you got to keep in mind is, starting with this edge over here, it's got to be parallel with this one. Common mistake here is to draw a weird angle like that. Don't do that. Okay, you want to first hover your pencil over these two endpoints, like you're seeing me do right now. This will give your arm a sense of what that angle is. When you have the feel for it in terms of your muscle memory, move over, draw the same angle line. All right, can be a little longer than necessary, that's okay. We're going to use the same technique for the final edge. Okay, capture this in your muscle memory between these two endpoints, move over, draw a parallel line to it. At the crossing over here, just clean up the excess. All that's left here is the hidden lines. Okay, go from this bottom left corner and draw a line very lightly that's parallel to this one over here. It's also parallel to this and that. Okay, very lightly draw a line like that, and you want to draw a line coming straight up and down from this topmost endpoint. Okay, at the point where those two construction lines intersect, between that and this bottom right corner, draw another very light line, and we're going to replace these guys with a dashed line. Okay, this is to indicate that we know these edges are there, but they're hidden behind the visible faces that are towards the front. So that's a cube with all its visible edges as well as its 3 hidden edges. Let's move on to the cone. Actually, let's do the cylinder first. Okay. To start the cylinder, we start with an oval. Okay. So hold your pencil as long as you can like this. Tilt your paper so it's a little easier for you. Go in an oval motion. When you can visualize the oval, slowly let your pencil lead down. Go in 2 to 3 passes to create an oval shape. Okay. I'll show you another method if you have trouble making proportional ovals. This actually helps me too, honestly. What you can do is draw a straight line and draw a line perpendicular to it, crossing at its center. That's about a third of that length of the first line. Now you have 4 endpoints to make a target with. Okay, and then you can draw your oval in a way where it intersects with those 4 endpoints. Okay, and after you're done with that, you can erase this crosshair so that you're just left with this oval. You can kind of clean up some of the edges once you have that initial line done. Main thing here is I want you to use this continuous motion technique, okay, that I showed you in the beginning. And then you can clean it up. Once we have the oval, draw two vertical lines, one from the leftmost edge, the other from the rightmost. Okay. Tilt this paper. All right. These lines want to be touching, but they do not intersect to they don't move over into the inside of the oval at any point. Once you have those, you want to draw a second oval that's the same size as this top one. Okay. Go in an oval motion, like so. It's a little bit lopsided. I'm going to erase some of these to kind of clean up that shape. That's a little better. So I'm darkening in these lines to kind of solidify the shape of this. Important note. This condition is very important. Common mistake, right, is to have the oval kind of intersecting like that. Not what we want. Another common mistake is to have a sharp corner like this. Not what we want either, okay? What we want to see is the line coming down and then slowly transitioning into that oval shape with a gradual curvature, okay? Right there, as well as right here. So no sharp corners, no intersections, okay? Once we do that, you just want to take the top side of that oval, which is hopefully pretty light, and turn it into a dashed line. This is our hidden edge. We know it's there, it's just being hidden behind all the visible faces. And that's how you draw a cylinder. Second sheet of paper. Let's draw a cone now. Cone has fewer elements than the cylinder. Starting point is the same though. Towards the bottom side of the paper, draw an oval. That one came out pretty good. You want to estimate and mark the center of that oval with a little dot. And then draw a super light line that goes straight up and down to represent the center line of that cone. Okay, very light. So this is what you want: an oval and a center line going straight up and down. From that point, pick a point along the center line. From here to the leftmost edge, and from here to the rightmost, you want to draw some straight lines. Okay. Like that. And like that. Same kind of condition over here as the cylinder, okay? No sharp turns, no intersections, okay? You want the line to be, it's more coming in at an angle this time, so it's more visible. You want the line to come straight in at an angle and then slowly curve around until it transitions smoothly into the shape of the bottom side of that oval, okay? So I'm going to darken this. Okay, now the top side of that oval, we want to turn that into a hidden line. So that's your cone. Let's move on to the sphere. The sphere, the outline of it is a simple circle. Okay? So hold your pencil long ways like this, slide the palm of your hand over your paper, go in a circular motion. Don't draw yet, but hover your pencil lead over the surface of your paper. Okay, use your shoulder and your elbows when you can visualize the circle. Let your pencil down. Go for 2 to 3 passes. Okay. You can clean up the edges of it a bit once you have that initial movement down. a sphere viewed from any angle. Okay, the outlines of it is always going to be just a circle. It's the nice thing about it. Okay, so there's a circle sketched in like there. What we're going to do is add in a center line. It's kind of like the equator that you see in a globe, okay? So lightly draw in an oval kind of at a slant like this. And the oval wants to fit right inside of that circle. We're going to be able to see the front side of that oval, but the back side over here, okay, that we're going to turn into a hidden line. We know the equator goes all the way around, right? But that half of it is hidden behind this front face of the sphere. So that's it, guys. That's how to draw a cube, cylinder, cone, and a sphere. Take a picture of all 4 of these guys and submit it onto Worksheet 5 in Schoology, and you guys are good to go. All right, guys. Good luck.